Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was one of the most patient servants of Allah. He lived a life filled with blessings. Allah granted him wealth, children, respect, and strong health. He was known among his people for kindness, generosity,
hear my cry
and
in this
gratitude.
tempest.
Whenever
I
he
left my soul
received
to you,
blessings,
seeking your light.
he thanked Allah sincerely. His heart was always connected to his Lord. But life is a test, and even the most righteous are tested. One day, severe trials began to enter his life. Slowly, his wealth disappeared. His livestock were lost. His lands became empty. What once symbolized abundance turned into loss. Yet Ayyub did not complain. He reminded himself that everything belongs to Allah, and Allah gives and takes with wisdom. Then a greater test came. His children passed away. The home that was once filled with laughter became silent. The pain of losing children is among the heaviest of hardships. Still, Ayyub remained patient. His heart was broken, but his faith was not. After this, his health began to fail. Illness struck his body. The sickness lasted for years. His strength weakened. People distanced themselves. The man who was once respected and strong now appeared fragile and afflicted. Yet through all of this, Ayyub never blamed Allah. He never lost hope. His patience was not passive, it was active trust. Every day, even in weakness, he remembered Allah. Even in pain, he turned to prayer. Even when alone, he relied on his Lord. Years passed, and still he endured. At last, after long years of suffering, Ayyub turned to Allah with humility, acknowledging his weakness and seeking mercy. He did not demand relief, he sought Allah's compassion, and Allah, the most merciful, answered him. Relief came. His health was restored, strength returned to his body, blessings returned to his home, his family was restored, and his wealth was multiplied. The years of patience were not wasted. They became a source of honor and reward. The story of Prophet Ayyub teaches that hardship does not mean abandonment. Trials are not signs of rejection. They are tests of faith. Patience is not silence without feeling. It is trusting Allah while feeling pain. It is standing firm when everything seems to fall apart. Through Ayyub's life, we learn that blessings require gratitude. Hardship requires patience, faith requires trust, and trust brings relief. No matter how long the night seems, dawn will come. No matter how heavy the trial, Allah's mercy is greater. The believer who holds on to faith during hardship rises in rank and strength. The patience of Prophet Ayyub stands as a light for every generation. When we face loss, sickness, disappointment, or loneliness, we remember him. We remember that patience transforms suffering into reward. We remember that Allah sees every tear, every struggle, and every prayer. In the end, patience triumphs, faith shines, and Allah restores in ways beyond imagination. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man of great faith and kindness. He lived a life of comfort and happiness, blessed with wealth, family, and good health. Suddenly, he was tested. His children passed away, his wealth vanished, and his body suffered from illness. Many would have lost hope, but Ayyub remained steadfast. He remembered Allah in every moment, never complaining, and continued to pray with sincerity. Years passed, but he never wavered in his patience. Allah saw his perseverance and relieved his suffering. His health was restored, his family returned, and his blessings multiplied more than before. Prophet Ayyub's story reminds us that patience is not passive. It is an active trust in Allah's wisdom and mercy. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was known for his kindness, generosity, and deep faith in Allah. He lived a blessed life, surrounded by family, wealth, and good health. Suddenly, a series of trials struck him. He lost his children, his possessions vanished, and his body became weak and painful. Despite the immense suffering, Prophet Ayyub did not give in to despair. Every day he turned to Allah in prayer, seeking comfort and strength. He remained patient, understanding that life's hardships are tests of faith. Years passed, yet he never wavered. Allah, in His infinite mercy, restored Ayyub's health, returned his family, and blessed him even more than before. His life demonstrates that patience and unwavering faith can transform suffering into spiritual growth and ultimate reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man loved by his family, respected by his people, and blessed with wealth and health. One day, trials came upon him. His children passed away, his wealth was taken, and his body became afflicted with illness. Despite these hardships, he did not lose hope or complain. Every day he prayed to Allah, remembering His mercy and wisdom. He remained patient, understanding that life's tests are a way to strengthen faith. Prophet Ayyub's patience was remarkable because he endured silently, without anger or resentment. After many years, Allah, the Most Merciful, relieved his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. His story reminds us that patience is not just waiting, it is trusting Allah's plan and remaining steadfast in faith. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and health. Suddenly, tests came that shook his life completely. His children were taken from him, his wealth vanished, and his body became weak with illness. Many would have lost hope, but Prophet Ayyub did not despair. He turned to Allah in every moment, praying and trusting in His wisdom. He endured years of suffering with quiet patience, never questioning Allah's plan. His life teaches that true faith is not only believing in good times, but remaining steadfast in hardship. Finally, Allah, the Most Merciful, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's example reminds us that patience is a strength, a silent power that brings eventual relief and reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man known for his faith, kindness, and gratitude. He lived a life full of blessings, surrounded by family, wealth, and good health. Suddenly, hardship struck. His children passed away, his wealth disappeared, and his body became afflicted with severe illness. Yet Ayyub did not lose hope. He continued to remember Allah, praying patiently and trusting in His wisdom. He endured years of suffering, showing that true patience is not simply waiting, it is trusting Allah in every moment. Eventually, Allah, the Most Merciful, lifted his trials, restored his health, returned his family, and increased his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that patience, faith, and trust are the keys to overcoming life's greatest challenges. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man of great faith, generosity, and gratitude. His life was once full of blessings, children, wealth, and health. Then a series of hardships struck. His children were taken, his wealth disappeared, and his body suffered illness. Despite this, Ayyub never lost hope. He turned to Allah in prayer, trusting His wisdom and remaining patient. He endured suffering for many years, teaching that true patience is active faith, continuing to worship, remain grateful, and trust in Allah even in the darkest times. Eventually, Allah, the Most Merciful, relieved his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's life shows that patience is not weakness, but a profound strength that transforms hardship into reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and health. Yet life tested him with immense trials. His children passed away, his wealth vanished, and his body became weak and painful. Many would have lost hope, but Prophet Ayyub did not despair. He turned to Allah in every moment, praying, trusting, and remaining patient. Years of suffering passed, yet he never wavered in faith. His patience was quiet, steadfast, and full of trust. Eventually, Allah, the Most Merciful, relieved him of his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and increased his blessings beyond what he had before. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that true patience is a light that shines even in the darkest moments, guiding the soul toward relief and reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and health. Yet life brought him trials. His children passed away, his wealth was lost, and his body became weak and painful. Despite these overwhelming hardships, Ayyub remained patient. Every day he turned to Allah in prayer, trusting in His wisdom and mercy. His patience was not passive, it was a constant effort to remain grateful, faithful, and hopeful. Years of suffering passed, but his faith never wavered. Eventually, Allah, the Most Merciful, lifted his trials, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that patience, faith, and trust in Allah transform suffering into reward and trials into sources of spiritual strength.
Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and health. Suddenly, life tested him with severe hardships. His children passed away, his wealth vanished, and his body became weak and afflicted. Despite these trials, Ayyub did not lose hope. He remained patient, turning to Allah in every moment, praying and trusting in His wisdom. His patience was quiet but profound, showing that true strength lies in faith and trust, not in worldly power or comfort. After many years, Allah, the Most Merciful, lifted his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and increased his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story reminds us that steadfast patience and unwavering faith can inspire others and bring Allah's mercy and reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man of great faith, blessed with a loving family, wealth, and health. One day, he faced severe trials. His children passed away, his wealth disappeared, and his body became weak and painful. Despite this, Ayyub remained patient, turning to Allah in prayer and trust every day. He endured years of suffering without despair, knowing that hardships are a test of faith. His patience was a guiding light, showing that reliance on Allah strengthens the soul and brings hope even in darkness. Eventually, Allah, the Most Merciful, relieved his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that patience and unwavering faith illuminates the path through life's toughest challenges. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and health. Suddenly,
Lord, hear my
trials
cry
struck
in
his
this
life.
deadly sense.
His children were
I left
taken,
my soul
his
to you,
wealth
seeking your
vanished,
light.
and his body became weak and afflicted. Despite these hardships, Ayyub remained patient and steadfast. He turned to Allah in every moment, praying and trusting His wisdom. His patience was not passive, it was active faith, showing gratitude, obedience, and hope, even in the darkest times. After years of enduring suffering, Allah, the Most Merciful, lifted his trials, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that enduring hardship with patience and trust in Allah brings not only relief, but also greater blessings than before. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and good health. One day, he faced severe trials. His children passed away, his wealth disappeared, and his body became weak and afflicted. Despite this immense suffering, Prophet Ayyub did not lose hope. He turned to Allah in every moment, praying, trusting, and remaining patient. His patience was quiet yet powerful, showing that true faith shines brightest during life's hardest tests. Years of enduring hardship passed, and Allah, the Most Merciful, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's story teaches that steadfast faith and patience are sources of inner strength, guiding the believer through darkness towards relief and reward. Prophet Ayyub, peace be upon him, was a man blessed with family, wealth, and good health. Suddenly, trials came that tested him profoundly. His children passed away, his wealth vanished, and his body became weak and afflicted. Despite these overwhelming challenges, Ayyub remained patient. Every day he turned to Allah in prayer, trusting His wisdom and relying on His mercy. His patience was not mere waiting, it was a constant act of faith, gratitude, and trust. Years passed, yet he never wavered. Finally, Allah, the Most Merciful, lifted his suffering, restored his health, returned his family, and multiplied his blessings. Prophet Ayyub's life demonstrates that true patience is a quiet strength, transforming trials into opportunities for spiritual growth and reward.